Hello, we're doing the 40 questions with Mr. Womabai.
Mr. Marcus Tran.
First question is, what's your favorite TV show?
Probably Vampire Diaries or The Simpsons.
Is there any lessons you've learned from these TV shows that you apply in your life?
I've learned from Vampire Diaries to appreciate emotion. Something that we don't usually understand is that emotion is a very big part of being human. So I think that's a good thing. And from The Simpsons, it just teaches you family values, I guess, and they also teach you just random stuff that could be used later on.
On the same topic of TV shows, what do you look for in a TV show? When you rate a show, what makes it good compared to bad?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I just watch them and if they tickle my fancy. I know that's a weird thing to say, but they just do. I mean, I like longer shows that have a plot that goes on, even though it's kind of hard to keep up with them. But if it's good, I don't know if it's good. If they have a good storyline, they have good actors, and it's interesting, then I'll keep on watching it. And if it's something I can also play in the background, I like that too. So it's not too deep and it's not too shallow.
Would you say that the too deep to not too shallow part, does that reflect you as a person anyway? The shows you watch, reflect you?
That's deep. You got better questions than I do. Oof. I'd say that. No, I mean, yeah, kind of. It does reflect me on just a regular sense. I'm not too deep, neither am I too shallow. I can be deep when I'm needed to be deep. Time and place.
Yeah.
That type of thinking, but I wouldn't say that. I'm very nonchalant and laid back usually.
Yeah.
It's just how I can be.
Yeah. Moving on. Are you more of a day or night person?
Definitely a night person. I despise the day, usually. Yeah, waking up in the morning is the worst part of my day. Oh, wait, that sounded low. Not in a depressing sense. Just it's hard to wake up. Yeah.
It's hard to wake up. No, I get that. I don't know if this would be a separate question or... no, I'll scratch that one. On the same topic of days, what is an ideal day for you? Just to say you had no homework, everything.
If and when.
Really?
Sorry, yeah, if and when.
How about right now?
Right now?
Pre-rush, let's say.
I mean, I'd wake up in the morning and sleep. Still sleep, go back to sleep. We'll probably watch some football. Hopefully the Ravens are playing at the 1 p.m. slot, so I don't have to wake up at 10 a.m. Probably make some food with my mom or something, and then go hang out with some friends. Maybe go to the beach, come back, go skate, and then hang out with friends again at night, and that'll close out my day. Yeah. There's eating somewhere in there. I just didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Just in terms of activities. Yeah. That's nice. You said you skate, right?
Yeah.
So, was there something that inspired you to skate?
No. Actually, I just me and my friends wanted to do something a random day. And, my ex was like, "We should go do something fun," and I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Let's go roller skating. There's a rink 20 minutes away."
Yeah.
And then we went there, and it was I skated. I was pretty good, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I can keep on doing this." And yeah, that's what kind of got me to start skating. Well, I skated when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not skated, but my cousins had inlines, and I had learned to use inlines for a little bit. But that was my first problem.
Have you learned anything specific lessons from skating?
Yeah, I said this in the first presentation.
Yeah.
I was whenever you fall, you have to get back up. I feel it's taught me that I have to keep on going. No matter what, I'm gonna fall, regardless. You're gonna fail. Just gotta get back up.
What was the biggest problem you've had while skating?
Biggest problem?
Or adversity?
I'd say I did. I know it sounds weird to say, but I had no flexibility in my hips.
Yeah.
So a lot of moves that you have to do involve using your hips. It's a move that I really like to do. If I can find Miss Ing, and if she still has her video that she took of me skating, there's a certain move that I really like doing all the time. Well, now I didn't know how to do it a long time ago, but hips are most important in that, and it was something that I struggled to figure out how to use my hips. But now I'm
a pro.
I'd say I know how to use my hips now. I'm not a pro. I still have a lot of moves to learn, but that's one of those that I'm oh yeah.
Is this like a hobby you think you would do lifetime?
Yeah, no, definitely, because there's old people that do what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly what I do, because, like, you know, I'm the greatest.
Mhm.
No, I'm just joking. I'm far from that. But, like, yeah, there's different types of skating. Like, the skating that I do, a lot of people don't understand it, and I feel like it irks me a little bit because, like, you try to explain to people, and they're kind of ignorant, so they don't, like, want to understand what you're trying to say. And yeah, the skating I do, I don't think I'd be able to do it when I'm older because like
Yeah.
it takes a lot of like flexibility, and
Mhm.
hopefully I stay flexible to like 60, 70, but I highly doubt that I'll be able to do the same moves. But I want to open my own roller rink, so
Um, touching on that, like opening your own roller rink. Is that like something you'd want to do like full time?
yeah,
Like
no,
have like a full on business through this?
yeah, that's why I'm doing urban development first, so I can you know help people out and then also make money. And then also with urban development, a lot of people want to open, I think sole proprietor businesses. I don't know if that's the right terminology.
No, it is.
Yeah. So like, I want to do that. So it'll literally teach me the ins and outs of being able to open my own rink and buy land and refurbish it and all the different government grants I can use to do it. So it's like I feel like it'll be really good for me to set it up. I mean, like for the business part, I have no idea how it's gonna work because econ really doesn't teach you business; it teaches you government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. I mean, not
Um,
government per se, but just like
Yeah. Um. Just happened.
economies in general.
Yeah. When you seem like very knowledgeable on this like topic. Is there like someone that taught you that? Like, do you have like a mentor per se?
About what? Like opening a business? Or roller
Just like
skating?
professionally and like personally.
Professionally? Not really. I don't really have a mentor. I kind of just pick up from what people say and I try to like expand upon it. Or, like expand upon it. Yeah, expand upon it. I'd say like somebody who like kickstarted my want to do urban development was my geography of studies class teacher
Yeah.
last year. She's like really passionate about it, and she kind of said something about urban planning, and that kind of like sparked my interest, and I was like, I started looking into it, and I was like, oh, this might be like fun to do, because I've always liked to do geography, just didn't know how I could like mix that into what I want to do. So that's that. And like for life, say my big cousin, he's my mentor. His name's Chinadu, but I call him Chi Chi. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. I'd say that like I talk to him like the most out of my family besides my mom's, but like I don't really see them as mentors because like, not saying like, oh, I don't see my moms as mentors. It's just more or less they're my moms. I think that mentors cannot be people that you have like, for me, just me personally, they can't be people like that I see on the daily and would allow me to slack off. Like my cousin, whenever I call him, he's like, why haven't you done this? Like, you're always talking about doing this, but you haven't done it. Like, he actually holds me accountable and doesn't give me the space for like the benefit of the doubt or whatever. So like, he holds me accountable. It might be social things, it might be school things, but he's always like he's my mentor, I'd say.
That's nice. I know you said you wanted to open a business, and like just in general, I think opening a business is like a fairly big risk. Would you say like you're a big risk taker?
I'd say like I don't really know. I don't do risk assessment like in life per se. I think I don't know if this is appropriate to say. The only like place I take risks is like with girls. Like that's the only time I take risks. Like trying to talk to them. Like with people, it's excuse my language. With people, that's the only time I really take risks. Outside of that, I feel like I don't do risk assessment, so I just do whatever. And like, it is what it is.
What's something that you've accomplished that you're really proud of?
When I was in Nigeria, I graduated with like the best result for like the Cambridge GCSE. Yeah, in my whole class, and like a lot of people thought I was an idiot. It's just like I never applied myself and I never really cared enough. So like doing that kind of like stuck it to them, and like a lot of the teachers like they came up to me like after and they were like, I thought that you were gonna bomb like every test and like you were gonna be the one to pull down our average, and like my bad. And I was like, okay. There was like only one teacher who believed in me, but it's because I was really good at math. Like anything that like math and economics, like I've always been really, really good at them. Well, I've been like really good in academics, like per se, just not biology, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, most of my teachers like they knew I could do it. They just thought that I would never like apply myself. So that was the only time I did apply myself, and it worked.
Well, I'm sure that's not the only time. Like, is there another time another significant instance where you've applied yourself? That's not like,
No, like literally, I do not apply myself. Like I ride on the coattails of either what I can do, or stuff like. I mean, I try to apply myself, so like, I've never truly like. Besides like roller skating,
yeah,
I've never like really applied myself because like it's tasking sometimes. I'd say that like I do a lot of people work, so like I mean not people work, but like I converse with people. I try to be social, so like using energy for a lot of other things is really hard to do.
yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately.
I know you said you like you were just talking about like conversing with a lot of people. So like, would you consider yourself like a extrovert or like introvert and like why?
I'd say I'm an introvert until you like meet me. Like
Okay.
I will not talk to people if I do not know them.
Yeah.
I'm not big on conversation, small talk. I mean, I can make small talk. I just don't like to do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather be talking
Same.
about. Like if it's small talk, at least let it be something that we have a mutual interest in. Like talking about something. Like we don't. Like I believe small talk is just asking people like all these little questions.
Like
but,
an interview.
Yeah, but like if we have small talk and then I say something that you're really into and we bond upon it, that's when I'm like, okay, like from there I'm an extrovert. But like before that, I usually have no interest in like trying to meet people. I mean, I try to. Sorry, I have interest in meeting people. I just won't do it because I don't care enough.
Yeah. What's a special place that holds deep significance to you, and like why?
I don't know like what exactly it's called, but there's this canyon called Old Road.
Yeah.
My old best friend, me and him, we used to. Me and him, we both dated best friends, and we were best friends. So like we were like four in a group, and like I mean not I mean like he had a girlfriend, I had a girlfriend, but like they were both best friends. We were best friends. So we would go through a lot during that time because I'd say like they were evil people. I mean not then. My girlfriend was evil, and his girlfriend was influenced by her evil. She's actually a good person, but they put me through a lot, and us through a lot. And we'd go like on canyon runs and then stop at the beach where they had these rocks and we'd sit there and like talk, you know, and just bond and like, I mean, it was trauma bonding. It was just like, you know, not understanding what's going on and like why, you know, we're being treated the way we're being treated.
Yeah.
So like that place holds a special place in my heart. I don't go there usually with anybody. Yeah.
That's nice. I think it's really beautiful. It might be like the answer you just said, but like if you were to relive one moment, like what would it be?
It wouldn't be those moments. No, I'm
Okay,
honestly, yeah. Those were like low moments. Although like I bonded with my, you know, my old best friend over those things. I wouldn't want to be in that same position again.
Yeah.
I think moment I'd like to relive over again. I don't know. That's a good question, but like, I don't know. It's not many things I would like to relive. I feel like everything should be lived once, and like, you should, like, I want to strive to be able to create new moments and not relive. Like, I get what you're saying. It's just like, I don't see moments where like, I'm like, you know, I want to go back there because then after living that moment, I'd still have to go through the same mistakes I made before. So it's like, maybe my mom's birthdays, like reliving those days, are really good. Yeah.
How do you spend your time alone? It's like, let's say you have like, I don't know, like after class, no homework, just completely nothing. Like,
I'm usually never alone. I'm not somebody who likes to be. I mean, I'm okay with being alone by myself.
Yeah.
I'd just rather be around people. That's why like I talk so much and I socialize so much because I'm a people person. I mean, I can be alone. I'll probably play like FIFA or something. That's literally all I do when I'm alone. I play FIFA, watch The Simpsons, eat food.
So just like chill.
Yeah, like I literally and like skate. Yeah, skating
Yeah.
alone is the only thing that I like doing alone. Like genuinely, like I mean, I like when a group of people are there, like obviously, but I hate skating with other people because it's like I have to tend to talking to them instead of like locking in, and then like whenever I lock in, it looks like I'm trying to show off, but I'm really
Yeah.
not trying to show off. I'm just, but I enjoy introducing people to it. It's just like once I've done that, I want to be able to like do my own thing.
What's one habit that you're trying to build or break?
A habit I'm trying to build is just being more time conscious.
Mhm.
I think I'm really like my time management is so poor, and like Nigerian people have like a regular thing of that. Like we'd always be like 3 hours late to
Yeah.
stuff, and yeah.
What's the most significant gift you've received and why?
Wow. To be honest, with you, I don't really get a lot of gifts.
Like I'm sure like there's something like birthdays, Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that I always remember. Not saying that it's like the best gift I've gotten, but when I was like, I can't remember how old I was, but my dad got me like an iPad 2. So he got me that, and he got like Happy Birthday, Suleiman, or whatever on the back. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, but that's the only one I can remember. But like, not saying that. Yeah.
Oh, you already asked that one. Okay. I already asked that one too. How do you handle stress?
Stress?
Yeah.
I'm never stressed. No, that's a joke. How I handle stress? I just usually just see. What time is it? What time is it?
It's 12:20.
Okay. How I handle stress?
Yeah.
Usually I like to take a step back, breathe. I think a lot of people don't do that, and that's why they get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Take a step back, breathe, and understand you got to do it regardless. I mean, not like that, but like, you know, usually stress comes from you having to do something or being overwhelmed by things, and it's like, just have to understand that things will pass and you have to do things. So it's like, it's better to just go through it than just, you know, sit back and be stressed. That's how I really see it. Yeah.
What was one instance where you were overly stressed? Or what's the most stress you've like felt?
The most stress I felt, when I was trying to just like figure out like what the plan was for my mom when she like got diagnosed with cancer. I was really stressed during then, and like I just went down like a little like hole, and I was like all confused and stuff, and like I was wondering why it was happening to her and this and that. So like I was really stressed, and like I didn't know how to handle it. But then like I think that was like the only time I'd say like, oh, like I really let that stress get over me and everything.
Yeah. I know that I asked like about like self dealing with stress, but like is there someone you turn to when you like feel these levels of stress?
My mom definitely. I always talk to her all the time. If I have a problem, I call her. I should stop doing that because like I'm getting way too old to be doing that. But yeah, my mom definitely stress reliever always. Even though she adds every time.
I don't know if you asked this, but I think we asked this live, but what is one lesson you've learned from your mom that sticks to you?
That I should always try and go the farthest that I can with anything. She always talks about regretting not doing like her LVN because she could have made so much more money and done a lot less work if she just went to school for like 2 more years. And she regrets doing it, and I'm like, I'm not doing it, and I'm like, you know, if I have an opportunity, I have to take it and just do it. It may seem like a tasking thing, but like when the time comes, you know.
Is there one instance where you think you've applied this?
Here.
Here?
Yeah, like being here, sticking it out. I definitely like If you told me like 3 years ago that I was doing this, I probably would not have been doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you would change about like your upbringing, like growing up?
I don't think I'd like to change anything because like, although like traumatic experiences happen, I feel like
Yeah.
that just shapes who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And like Mr. Nguyen said, like you erase your mistakes, you erase
Yeah.
yourself. So it's like, yeah, I had to go through it, but it's character building. I wouldn't be who I am today without it.
I think that's a really good answer.
Thanks.
Speaking on childhood, what is one childhood memory that like sticks with you today?
I don't want to like yap too long. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I went to Catalina Island and we had a kayaking trip with like me and my friends from school, and I was in like 4th and 5th grade. And like we went in there and it was gale force winds, shot us straight out like so far, like to the point you couldn't see some people how far it shot them. And we had to like kayak back, and I was with this girl. Her name was Carly, and she was just crying. And I was like, "Don't cry. Like we'll be chill. Like we'll get there. This and that." And we're paddling together, like singular kayaks, but we're like close. And I'm just like encouraging her. And then my kayak falls over, I fall into the water. I'm like screaming her name. She does not hear me. She just keeps on going and keeps on crying. And like, I just remember that. And I'm like, wow, no way she left me out here after I was like the only person who like got her to keep on going and stuff. And like, yeah, that just it holds well to me. And yeah, let's see.
Is there anyone right now that you consider like a lifelong friend? Like if you were just like think of someone who'd be like I know like we're very early. But like what do you think like
like
this
in the
person's
pledge class?
Oh no,
Or
just like
in life?
like anywhere, like anyone you've met, like it could be like elementary school, like someone you're friends with, hometown friends.
Well, no, my friend Arinze, I met him when I was like 11,
Mm-hmm.
and I only went to school with him like for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
But like we're still very close friends now. I mean, I don't talk to him every day, but I talk to him once in a while, and we go on trips together, like with our other friends all the time. And he's a constant in my life. He's a very somebody I truly love. I mean, I won't tell him that because obviously I don't think that's the relationship that we have to be saying. But
Yeah.
like, he's very dear to me, and he's one of the people who at least sees me for being a human being. Yeah.
What's one thing you wish people understood about you?
I wish that they understood that sometimes I feel like I'm an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
So like if they could be more welcoming, because like one thing I like to do is make sure that I welcome everybody with like things. Like I know sometimes it may not seem like that, but like I might be tired. Like that's the only time I won't do that. Like if I'm tired, or like if I just want to like if I've had a long day, it's gonna be hard. I'll still try, but like I try to make people feel comfortable, and I hope people could make me feel comfortable, because I feel I'm very uncomfortable in a lot of situations. But like I've dealt with like being uncomfortable, and like I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, but I would love for people to make me feel comfortable and want it.
Yeah, I think it's one thing. Would you say that this pledge class has made you feel very welcomed?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like I'm pretty much friends with everybody here, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think that I would, that would happen when I first got here, but I am friends with everybody. I see like something in common with most people here. So yeah.
I know like we're always really busy, especially like during this process and stuff, but like just like I don't know, thinking about like just like thinking about like living life, like truly living life. Like when is a time you felt most alive?
Whenever I skate, and like I feel like even today, like I went skating with Hussein, and like it was like a good like 3-minute stretch where I was just like cruising and just doing random stuff, and I felt like I was like really balanced, and I was just doing the moves that I wanted to do. Like whenever I skate and it doesn't feel like I'm trying to keep up with people and I'm just moving at my own pace, I think that's like when I really feel like at peace and everything. Yeah.
That's nice. Trying to think of like a really deep question.
What number are we?
30. This would be 30. What would your younger self think of you today?
My younger self would definitely be disappointed in me.
Really?
But not like in a bad way, more or less like I despise like everything I am now, but then like maturing is realizing that the things you despise are like things that like you kind of have to do. So like, yeah, he'd be disappointed, but like I think if he grew up, he'd be like, I understand. Although he'd still be like, I wish he did better, but
Yeah.
like he'd be like, that will suffice, but you should still be doing better. Yeah.
Are you proud of yourself today of what you've like accomplished?
I never like to be proud of myself for anything because I feel like that'll just make me egotistical. I think that like I already have like somewhat of a no, I don't have a big ego, but like
Yeah.
I hold myself to a high regard, but like I never show that because like I mean I keep no, I don't have myself to a high regard. I have high standards for myself.
Yeah.
I never actually reach those standards. I kind of undercut myself a lot. So wait, I forgot the question. I'm sorry. I'm pretty tired, so it's like
The question was,
I forget the question.
dude, I forgot.
No, it's fine. We can go to another one.
It was
dude,
like, what was your?
am I
something-
proud of myself?
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was the snap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud that I've made the friends I've made, like, done some of the things I've done. But I definitely feel like there's a lot of room to improve. So until I'm like at a place where I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I saw myself as, then I'm not proud of it. So no.
Would you say your parents are proud of you?
I mean, I hope so. If not,
Yeah.
I'm doing something wrong. I feel like my parents would be proud of me regardless of what I did.
Or sorry, that was a kind of bad question.
No.
To re-ask it, like, do you think you made your parents proud? I think that's it.
I have to. I mean, I feel like they've seen me like through ups and downs, and they've
Yeah.
seen like where I'm at. So, and I try to do my best to be mature and like independent of them. So I think that they're proud of me. I hope so. If they weren't cooked,
Yeah.
I'm done for. Sorry.
Okay, well, those were super, like, I think I've been asking super, like,
No, it doesn't matter.
yeah, but, if you were to, I know you collect labels, like records.
Yeah.
So if you were to, get one signed by one person, who would it be? And why? One artist.
I mean, I don't even have the record.
Yeah.
If I got like Genuine The Bachelor and I got Genuine to sign that, I'd probably like lose my mind. Like I tried to get that on World Album Day, and I bought it for like $80, and then they told me, oh, we sold too many. We didn't have the amount for stock, and I was actually kind of mad because I was like, it's the only vinyl I'd ever want. Like I'd probably trade in half of my stuff just for that one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just I love the album. That's why.
What made you start collecting, like, records?
I don't know. I think I saw like I was in Target and I saw Kids See Ghosts and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I got it and like I'd always seen like records and I thought they were cool. And then my ex-girlfriend at the time, I had bought her like she had like that suitcase one, and I had bought her like an Olivia Rodrigo one, and I was like, wait, I actually like this. So like I started buying it for myself, and then I started playing them, and they sound a lot better than on my phone.
How do you express yourself?
How do you mean, like in an emotional way, or just like just saying whatever?
Honestly, just like in anywhere.
In a regular.
Emotional,
I mean, I just say
feelings.
my words. You know, my cadence is very important. If I think you can tell how I feel by my cadence,
Yeah.
and in an emotional way, I think the music. That's the only time I can ever like express emotion. It's kind of hard for me too, because I'm very scared of rejection. So it's like saying that. Wow, that was deep. I don't actually say that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So definitely like some of the questions are like definitely like harder to answer. Like, or it's kind of like harder
like-
to think on the spot because like a lot of these like take like
Like I would never admit that.
Yeah.
Please, Mr. Nagula, don't tell anybody. I said that.
yeah.
That's-
But like I appreciate you for like answering it honestly.
Yeah.
What's one thing you hold above everything else?
Reciprocacy. Like I mean, I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody reciprocates, like what I feel, even if it's like if I feel a negative way towards somebody, but they reciprocate it, I appreciate it because I'm like, at least you're real. You know, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that," but never reciprocate. And that's why my old best friend, we're not friends anymore. Because he neglected to reciprocate the effort that I put in, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with all this. Yeah, reciprocation is the biggest thing.
Well, it's someone that didn't reciprocate, but like, how about someone that did reciprocate? Like, who's someone that like you feel that reciprocates to you the most?
I don't really know. Like, I don't really see that. That's why you know, like, I see people reciprocate
Yeah.
to a certain extent, but never like the same as me. And I'd say that probably my moms, both of them, like they reciprocate more than like me. I'm the person who's not reciprocating to them as well. So it's like, yeah.
That's nice. Kind of stemming off that, like, is your reciprocation like emotionally, or is it like?
Just in things I do. I think you know, actions speak louder than words. So I try to do things for people. Like, I mean, I don't like to give examples because I feel like that just means like I'm doing these things because I want people to know.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I just like if somebody needs a ride or somebody wants to do this or something, like I never like hesitate to be like, oh no, it's fine. Like I don't need I don't need this, I don't need that. Like I'm willing to give up things for people. And like, a lot of people don't appreciate that. Like I give up a lot of my time to help people, and they don't know that. And like I wish I could tell them like, oh, you should be appreciating this because I'm doing this, but like they don't really know. So it's like,
Well, I appreciate you giving time here.
Oh, well, thank you for asking good questions.
Wait, that one. Yeah.
What time? Which one are we at?
38.
Okay.
What is one lesson you've learned, like, from your mistakes?
From my mistakes? Don't be afraid to do just do whatever you think on the first try. Like second guessing always gets you nowhere. I second guessed a lot of things in my life, and if I just did it the first time, I probably would have like succeeded. But I second guessed, went about it a different way, and I ended up failing. And then I realized that if I had just done what I wanted to do in the first place, I would have won. So it's like, you know.
It reminded me of the answer before that. I had there was one word that triggered like a question.
What was that? Reciprocity or reciprocate?
Yeah. Oh, someone that
reciprocates.
Oh yeah, it was about like you sacrificing. What is one of the biggest sacrifices you've made? That was the question. Yeah, because the word sacrifice triggered it.
I don't know if this is really a sacrifice. I just say, like when my mom, when she was diagnosed with cancer, I got like my hair was like my whole life. Like, not my whole life, but I love my hair so much. It took me so long to grow it.
Mm-hmm.
I still hate myself for actually cutting it, but like I understand it was a sacrifice I had to make. But I cut it when she had cancer, so like you know it's like to show.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's very strong of you.
Oh, thanks. I mean, no, I should have. I don't know. I like, cause she's good now. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't even take more than like a year or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was good. And I was like,
no, but I really admire that. I think that's
oh, thanks.
So, and also it just shows you truly care, which I think is
oh, thank you.
nice.
Thank you.
Last question.
Yeah.
What is one lesson you've learned throughout this process? I think a process related question is nice as the last one.
Yeah, I think that learn a couple things. I say I've already known these things. I think they're just reiterated. You know that take every moment as it is, like in the moment, because we take that for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait till we cross, and I'm like, no. You should enjoy this right now because we're not gonna have this later.
Yeah.
It's the only time we're gonna be able to meet up with these people and create a bond with other people. Always don't take the moments for granted while you're in it. So that, and also that's my own life. I've always said opportunity is the biggest thing for me. If you have an opportunity, take it. Don't be selfish. Don't think that you're above learning things. Everything's a learning. a learning opportunity. So like, I think those things were kind of reiterated by some of the actors that I've interviewed. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, opportunity. Like I really like it. They tell me that they like my perspective on it, and they tell me their perspective, and I'm like, yeah, like it's good to see that there's other people who are like, I have these blessings and I have to take full advantage of them because it'd be selfish not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like this is the last time, or this is probably like this like process, like the last time like this Fletch Raps would be like in a room
Yeah.
like for long periods of time.
Yeah.
So I think that's like good just because like it applies like here as well.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't know, it's just like super nice.
No,
So,
I feel-
and yeah, I think like everyone could agree. So thank you very much, Mr. Bai.
Thank you,
It was
Mr.
very nice talking to you.
Yeah,
And
you too.
I really appreciate your answers.
Hey, I appreciate the questions. They were really good ones. Had me beat. What's wrong? Look real weird. But
Thank you very much.
Yep.